The Prime Minister has opened another front in her campaign to move people off welfare and into work. She's announced plans to make young mothers earn or learn as their children grow up. It's the latest in Julia Gillard's budget warm-up that's seen a flurry of funding pledges on education and employment. Bronwyn Herbert reports.
It's not just babies the Prime Minister has her eyes on. Now it's out-of-work teenage mums.
Yes, there's compulsion, there's responsibility, but there's opportunity at the centre of this measure.
The government's announced new plans to force young parents back to school or into a job. Currently, they can stay on welfare until their youngest turns 6.
11,000 teen parents, around half of them were on welfare before they became parents, and 80% of them don't have Year 12.
Under the new plan, teenagers with a child at least 6 months old will have to meet with Centrelink. A trial in 10 disadvantaged regions begins next year.
A lifetime of work and earning money is what provides the dignity and support for the standard of living that we expect for all of our citizens.
It's part of the government's broader workforce participation platform in next week's budget.
It's a pilot project. This is the way they operate. A lot of spin, not much substance.
And as the budget draws closer, one economist is at odds with the government over what's propping up the government's finances: spending control or commodity boom.
China and the emerging economies of the world are throwing money at Australia.
And one of the reasons we're coming back to surplus isn't because that is made in China, it's because we've put in place very strict fiscal discipline. That's why we're coming back to surplus. We've got in place a 2% expenditure cap.
Chris Richardson is predicting this year's budget deficit to be $10 billion deeper than earlier forecast. But he and the government do agree on something, that the aftershocks of the financial crisis will settle in time for the budget to be back in the black by 2013. Bronwyn Herbert, ABC News, Canberra.